where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Sets up the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's caught. It's Anderson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. That's assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hand off for backs through the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Snags it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Hauser. The short hand, it's Dixon. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Valentine. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They've got a first down here to open the period. From the red zone, it's Valentine. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Running inside, it's Valentine. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll give it to Baxter. Still on his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle, and you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. It's Baxter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Barnes. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
With the draw, it's Valentine. Maybe a crease. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Second down coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Back swinging for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. Off play action. Touchdown Illini! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And you're really starting to see see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes the easy completion. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Gilmore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Baxter. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Valentine. And he's going to lose yardage on that one, and that could be the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 17, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Golden Bears with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Makes the grab. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Illinois trying to move the chains on 3rd and inches. Tight end now in motion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Baxter again. Maybe some room here. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's an awesome job by the defense. They're sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled. They knocked it away.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down. Hand off for Baxter. Here's a little room there.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They go back to C.J. Baxter. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now facing a 3rd and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. It is going to be nearly impossible to hear right now, and this offense is going to have to get locked in. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty.